Hello. This is Mansoor Maiman, and welcome to my podcast, Real Talks by Mansoor. So, today I have an amazing powerhouse, Mr. Paul, Coach Paul Ngalame. And I really appreciate Coach Paul for being here and blessing us with his knowledge today. So I would like to begin this, Coach Paul, by knowing about you.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for having me on the inaugural Mansoor podcast. Pleasure to be here. Knowing about me. What do you mean?
I want to know. I know Coach Paul Closes
Yeah,
is a name that people know. People know Coach Paul as a coach, sales coach.
right.
I want to know, what is Coach Paul other than being a sales coach?
Of course, of course.
How did Coach Paul came to existence?
That's right. Okay. Um, I'm a son, a brother, an uncle, um, and I'm from Cameroon. That's how I was born, but I grew up in the U.S. and in London as well. And I went to law. I studied law, but I got into sales. So the idea of me becoming Coach Paul came because I came from two parents who were all about service. Like my dad was God to me. My dad was my North Star. And I wanted so much to be like him, even though I also didn't want to be like him. There's a point in life where you're trying to go for independence, and you're like, I don't look like you, I don't sound like you, but this is like that 16 to 24 period. So my parents, my mom and my dad, but especially my dad, was a huge guide on how I should be. From when I was 19 to when I was 30. My dad died when I was 31. So 19, I'm sorry, 15 to 30, my dad will write me letters, like 9-page letters. This is back before emails, right? You guys are young, so yeah, this is before email. So he would take a pen and sit down and write me 9-page letters, which were instruction, guidance, love, everything. And one of the best things I've done in my life was I never got rid of them. I kept them all, and I still have them today. And so the idea of becoming a coach was to empower other people with the knowledge of how to communicate like an expert. You know, in life, if you're trying to be successful, where would you rank communication with respect to importance towards success?
If number 10 being the highest, I would rank communication as 10.
Correct.
I think.
Correct. Everybody will tell you that communication, somebody said success is just going through a few difficult conversations,
Exactly.
right? If you can go through a couple of difficult conversations, you become successful. And communication is all about that. And so, me as a coach, my whole goal is to empower the younger people or anybody on how to communicate like an expert in a business or even in a personal setting, so you could reach agreements and exchange things of value, you know. But the whole idea of being a coach came from just watching my parents be excellent human beings. By the way, I took them for granted for a while until I got to like mid 30s, 40s, and I started realizing, man, your parents are incredible people. So this idea of being a coach came from that.
Amazing. The reason I started with this question is because with the amount of knowledge and communication skills you have, I believe if you would be in real estate in Dubai, you would have made money. You would have made a fortune.
Yeah,
That's what I believe.
yeah.
I wanted to understand. I wanted people who are watching us to understand and inspire by you the way you are helping others close. To be honest, I have learned from our first meeting, I have learned, I have used some of your advices and who closed big.
Yeah. I've I'm hired by a few companies to just be a closer. Like when their agents set up meetings, they bring me and I close. And everybody has said that, dude. How about you just do real estate?
Exactly.
And but alhamdulillah, I've done well in life, and so what's driving me is not a 300,000 dirham commission. It's nice, but I'm telling you, within 2 months I'll get bored. What's driving me in life is this, where there is no financial reward, but I'll come out to to take out my friend Mansoor, hang out with you, have a great conversation, and talk about how to get better. That's what keeps me going.
That's a rare quality to find, especially in Dubai, in today's world.
Yeah, I know.
I really appreciate your time coming out here
Yeah,
and, being there, because all about this podcast started after meeting you.
yeah,
I want to address that especially.
yeah,
I also remember uh, I met you. We had a small chat on WhatsApp, and that was the first video DM that I got from any person. But that's not what people use.
no,
And I addressed it out and I spoke to you, Mr. Paul. This is something different.
yeah. I remember.
Different.
Yeah.
And
Have you ever done it since then?
I did it that day itself. I spoke to you on call after that video, and I spoke to you and I said, I am using this today. And I could see the results.
Yes.
I could see the results.
Yes, it's undeniable. Even when you make contact with somebody who hesitates, who doesn't respond, you make contact with somebody who brushes you off. I've made cold calls where people are like, "Don't call me back, hang up," and I send the video, and they respond with a smiley face. And right then, I know I have an in, and we could actually communicate and talk. So it's a little secret thing that if you do it, don't even think about it, don't plan on it. Just a 10-second video. It was so nice meeting you, Mansoor. Thank you for your time. Even though you were busy, you took the call. I appreciate you, sir.
Even though he's
Everybody. Yes.
so he's rude and he's like, don't call me. I think after
It warms everybody up.
yeah, after looking at that clip of you
Yeah.
recording yourself
Yeah.
and appreciating and thanking him
Yes.
and being sorry for disturbing him.
Exactly.
It's private space and time. You don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
He will think about it. Oh, I was rude to this person.
Yeah.
Let me just message him.
Exactly. Exactly.
That has happened.
Yeah.
I've used it.
Good.
It has worked.
Good. Use it some more. Teach your team how to use it. It's a hack, like they say. It's a hack. It's a trick that will get people's attention and keep their attention.
From where I look at the market is being flooded with real estate agents,
Yeah.
salespersons everywhere. But we lack experts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're not salespeople. They're just regular people who are in sales, right? The thing is, sales is the best profession on planet Earth. The best. I did a thing for In5 Tech, huge company here in Dubai, and I was asking people. I was like, ladies, if you brought a guy home to meet your parents, and you're like, mommy, dad, this is my love. This is the love of my life. Please bless this union so we can get married. Which professions will your parents be happy that the guy is in? Give me an example. You brought a girl home.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a doctor, pilot.
Pilots,
Yeah. Some profession like
exactly.
that. Where
Lawyer, engineer,
engineer.
and it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
These are the traditional professions that have pride, but sales is above those. You know why? Because nothing comes to life without a sale. Nothing.
I agree.
Everything is birthed from a sale. The pilot who goes through long times in pilot school has to sell himself that this is something I want to do. The planes that fly up, somebody had to sell the idea. everything. This podcast, you had to sell yourself. The ladies had to sell themselves. Everything starts from a sale. You either sold or you're selling. And so if you learn how to sell, you would literally get everything in life that you want.
It's like the little mantra in life that is required.
It is. And selling doesn't mean now, there's a bad reputation around selling. When people hear salesman, they think pushy, chasing you around. Nah. Selling is delightful when you get the customer to buy instead of you trying to sell.
Exactly.
Right? When you're doing secondary and the homeowner listens to you for 3, 5, 7 minutes and it's like, you know what? There's something different about you. Let's schedule something. I want to see what you can do for me. You just got him to buy you. And by the way, you don't have to get there by talking or selling. You can get there by communicating in a way that he will pick you, right? But this is something that comes after you dedicate time to practice and drill, right? If you could, if you can train yourself, you would literally get any single thing you want. And I got into sales. I've been in sales 28 years. So I did sales for a long while. And then the last company I worked for asked me to move into coaching because they're like, dude, you're killing it. How about you become a coach and you start teaching others how to do this? Now, I used my former boss's platform, but
That's
now
now Coach Paul came.
yes, I used my former boss's platform. I used his systems, and I learned that coaching is not lecturing. Coaching is teaching, but it's not like being a professor. It's like standing next to the batsman. You play cricket, right?
Yes.
I'm sure you do,
Yes.
right? And you ask the batsman, show me how you hold your bat, right? And then the coach goes, no, 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 move your arm a little bit south, this one up, move your body like this. That's what the coach does. The coach just tweaks certain things to make you perfect or as close to perfect. And so after selling, getting into coaching, I was like, man, if I can empower 100 young people like you to be good at this, bro, I'm happy.
What's your goal? What's
My goal,
yeah, what
my goal is to train 1,000 companies in the GCC and Africa. I'll be moving back and forth between here and Africa. But my goal is to train 1,000 companies every week, every month on how to communicate like an expert. So they could close deals and exchange value
make money?
and make a lot of money.
Basically, you are coaching people
Yeah.
to make money.
That's it. If I can train 1,000, if I can train 100 companies, can you imagine the ripple effect?
I know.
Everybody's income goes up 5, 10x maybe. I would say probably end of Q1. So like April 2026, I'm going to start hiring coaches and training them how to deliver the material like I know how to do it. So you'll be like 5 coaches, then 10, then 15. And eventually we'll get to like maybe 25 coaches. And each coach has like 20 clients. So you can imagine the scale.
Amazing.
So,
Amazing.
inshallah, that will happen. I will make it happen.
Basically, I am talking to someone who is a factory of of building experts in the market.
That's right.
And from this, now I would like to come to the real estate part.
Yeah.
Because I believe you are a coach, Paul, who's sales coach, but also you have expertise in real estate,
Yeah.
especially in Dubai.
Yeah.
Coming to real estate, we have 3 segments in real estate. One of them is off plan, secondary sales, and then leasing.
Yeah.
So usually in a lot of podcasts, I have seen people focusing on off plan, people focusing on developer sales. There's very less focus on secondary and leasing.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Uh, I think this is a segment in real estate which is
Ignored.
ignored,
Yeah.
because they are busy on their calls doing this cold calls to the homeowners.
Yeah.
So if they make 150 calls a day, they might get three good contacts, three good homeowners who want to either sell or rent the house. And coming from that background, I have been through that. I have gone through it.
Yeah.
So what I believe is I want to focus on this part. I want to help secondary agents build good fortune, have some, like when they are cold calling, they should have good skills. Because if you see in secondary, a agent has to sell twice, not once. Off plan they have to sell once. So if you come on an off plan inquiry, first thing, it's not a cold call, it's a warm call. So you inquired on a campaign.
All the calls are cold, by the way. They're all cold. Yes, the offline guy goes, I did put my name on the list. Send me the information.
Exactly.
Right? So they still brush you off. They still try to toss you aside.
Yeah.
Right? So yes, it looks like it's warm, but it's all cold.
It is cold, but in that, at least you know that this specific person, for example, I'm calling you, you know that you have signed up for a campaign.
True.
You want somebody to call you, and maybe you've got this call.
Yeah.
And when I'm calling you after 3 months, 4 months, and it's cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, okay.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
But in secondary, if you're a homeowner, you have not signed up for real estate agents and companies to call you just because you have a property. Maybe you're a homeowner. You want to stay there for a home for yourself.
Because sales is service. If I sell you something, I'm being of service to you. And if you think that the recipient of the service should be happy because you call them, you need to switch that in your mindset a little bit. You should go from, I feel sad that I'm calling to help you and you don't want my help, to, I'm doing something to not communicate well enough that I'm coming to serve you. Do you know what I'm saying?
I am sad that I am calling to help you. You're being rude to me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not calling to tell you something.
You should tell, but you're calling to tell him something.
And I'm calling to sell him
Yeah.
my service, but I'm not selling him a property where he has to pay money.
No, but you're selling him your service. That's the sale.
That's the say.
Yeah.
I'm selling him myself. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
give me the permission, give me the right to sell your property.
But-
you
but-
want to sell. I know that it's in the market.
Yeah. You got like 10 calls like this already today. And you sound like you look and sound exactly like the other 9 people before you. So he brushes you off and then you get angry.
I get angry, but I can't show that.
Of course not. But even if you get angry without showing it, you get angry. So I'm telling you this to talk about the mindset before you make the call.
Okay.
The mindset before you make the call should be to assume that every negative thing that could be said about you is what's going through the homeowner's mind. So if you're a homeowner and you get a call from me, a real estate guy, what is the first thing negative? Let's go bad, but negative. What is the first negative thing that pops up in your mind?
Again, there's another real estate company calling me.
Okay, you're annoyed. Another real estate company. What else?
I won't answer.
Okay,
This if I want to sell my place.
yes, but if you answer,
If I answer,
yeah, what are you thinking about me, the real estate person?
I'm like another person calling me with less information, less market knowledge,
Uh-huh.
and wants to list my property.
Uh-huh.
Wants to list my property, get leads from my property
Uh-huh. To make commission.
to make commission.
Good.
Not to make commission, to sell other properties.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're thinking this real estate guy is only thinking about himself. It's trust. You know the best way to bring trust, to make trust happen, the best way to accelerate trust is to bring up the bad things. So I call you and I go, Mansoor, my name is Paul from ABC Company. Good morning. You say good morning. I'm like, Mansoor, the reason I'm calling you is very simple. I want to earn your business. Now, my tonality is slow, is measured. I'm not speeding. I want to earn your business, man. So I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, another real estate guy calling me. He has no idea about the market. He has horrible data. He's just trying to push to get my listing so he could sell and make commissions. I know you're probably thinking that.
Exactly.
Silence.
That's what people think.
Yes. So, but me bringing it up will take away the power from when you say it. So if I bring it up front, very subtly, you're already thinking, this guy is different. This guy is not afraid to bring up the negative. This guy is open to just talking about what's real, like the elephant in the room. Subtly. But after I say this, I calm down. Then I say, sir, let me tell you why I'm calling. 7 seconds. If this is not relevant, I'll hang up. Is that okay? I've communicated with you in those 5 seconds. I've gotten your attention. Then now you've given me the permission. Okay, go on. Then I go, I'm calling because of this. Right? Then we'll go through the pitch then. Those first 10 seconds, what I want to do is get your attention. And the best way to do it is to bring up all the things you're thinking in your mind about me. The reason secondary is tough is because most agents don't even have a chance to pitch. They don't even get far enough to explain their value. And so people brush them off. But if you can open people up in a way that they at least give you their ear,
Exactly.
then your chances go up 10%, 20%.
That reminds me of I was just going through YouTube, scrolling some videos to get some training from YouTube,
Yeah,
and I think I came across your video with Walid,
yeah,
the podcast with Walid,
yeah.
and I remember because this was a different cold call that I have ever done in my life.
Right.
So I wanted a unit in Arabian ranches. So I don't specialize in that area. I specialize in commercial. I wanted a unit for my client in Arabian ranches, and I ended up looking for a specific unit in the data sheet, and I came across one specific unit. That unit belonged to a person named Tom. I got his number. I went to WhatsApp, and he had some last name I don't remember, but he looked fair, long hair, like Tom Cruise.
Okay, huh?
And I just wanted to try some different method, what works for me. And I just ended up calling him, hello, am I speaking to Mr. Tom Cruise? And he started laughing. Started laughing.
Like that.
And he was like, no, this is Tom, but this is not Mr. Cruise. I said, oh, I just got confused because I looked at your display picture on the WhatsApp profile, and I was like, am I talking to Mr. Tom Cruise? And I was like, I am lucky today. Yes. And he ended up laughing, having a 30-minute conversation with me, ended up listing his property for rent. I was looking for sale, ended up listing his property with one of my colleagues, which I recommended, and he wanted to lease his unit out.
It's very good.
So, I always wonder, how do we try different? So basically, when you enter a real estate company, there are people giving you coachings, scripts to try, or cold calling. But I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe there's no specific way, there's no script that will ever work in cold calling when you want to list or get inventory for yourself. You have to try what works for you the best.
No, I always agree until I don't have to agree, and I will not agree with that one. I think with anything, you can never get to expertise. You can never get to an expert level without structure. With anything, think of this location we're at right now. Nothing is going to be predictable without structure. So you don't have to have a word for word script, but you have to know it's like a GPS. You have to know I start here, then I go here, then I go here, then I go here. So you have to have a system or a structure. And so on the cold call, the first thing you want to do is introduce yourself. Actually, the first thing you want to do is establish communication, right? When I'm talking to you, all I'm doing is talking. And I promise you, in this past 5 seconds, your mind has wandered off to something for at least half a second and then come back here. Because that's human being stuff. You're looking at me and maybe you're thinking, oh, his glasses, or you're thinking this is a whisker right here or something. I don't know. But this is what happens. If we don't communicate, I'm just talking. So in a cold call, the first thing you want to do is communicate. So the first thing I'll do is say your name like a question because I want you to communicate back. So I ring, the phone answers, I go, Mansoor. You're going to be like, yeah, who's this? We're in communication. This is Paul from ABC Company. Good morning. You will have to say what if somebody says good morning or good afternoon, what do you say?
Good morning.
Correct. You answer back. We're already in communication. Then I go, Mansoor, it's now a bad time to talk. I go negative. I'm not asking, do you have a few minutes? I'm not trying to get a yes. I'm trying to get a no.
Wow.
A no that means yes. Right? It's a way more powerful. Try that with your team. Make them all ask, is now a bad time to talk?
Can you just have a normal cold call?
Absolutely.
Call.
Absolutely.
Still, I'm a homeowner.
Yes.
I have a 3-bed in Creek Harbor,
Yes.
and I want to sell that.
You want to sell it or you don't know if you want to sell it?
Maybe I want to sell it. I want to sell it,
Okay.
and you know that I want to sell it. But I have a set agent whom I'm working with.
Okay.
I want to make it up.
Do I know this? Do I know about the agent?
You know about agent. It's listed online. It's
Okay.
listed on Property Finder.
Okay,
You
okay,
know
okay.
that this specific owner,
Yes.
this specific property
Yes.
is in the market.
Okay.
But it's not with you. I'm going to make situation tough.
Make it very tough. Make it
Because I have
Yes.
seen you.
Yeah.
I know you will crack.
Yeah.
I'm making it a bit difficult for you.
Yeah.
So that it will help other people
Okay.
who are watching us to learn from this. So you know there's a unit in the market which is available for sale.
Was it Creek Harbor?
Creek Harbor.
Okay.
Or whichever place you like.
Creek Harbor is good.
Creek Harbor is good.
Okay.
Creek Harbor is amazing.
Ring ring.
Hello?
Mansoor.
Yeah, speaking.
Mansoor, this is Paul from ABC Company. Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help?
Mansoor, thank you for taking the call. Is now a bad time to talk?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, perfect. The reason I'm calling is very simple, Mansoor. We want to earn your business.
Oh,
The beautiful unit you have in Creek Harbor, is it a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom?
it's 3-bedroom.
3-bedroom. I know you have an agent there, and I know that you're probably very happy with him, right? Am I right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And I also know that you probably get calls like this all the time,
Yes.
and you're probably sick of it. You're probably tired of real estate people calling you every day, asking you about the unit.
Oh, ask me about it.
Yeah, I know. I know. By the way, that's my fault. I apologize for that. Now, the reason I'm calling is to find out if we can do something differently than what your agent is doing. On a scale of 1 to 10, Mansoor, 10 being you love this agent, he's wonderful, 1 being you want to get rid of him tomorrow, how would you rank him?
I don't want to judge or rank him. It's just that I bought this property from him. I have my trust on him. I know him for years.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick to him. I have given this unit exclusively to him.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Does that mean you're completely closed to any other suggestions? Like, if I could bring in 25% more on the sales price, would you consider us?
See, now this does not make sense because you're talking about getting 25% more on a 3 million property,
Yeah. If I could.
which will increase the value to 3.75 million,
I get it, sir.
not the market price.
Yes. If that was possible, would you consider it? Would you consider talking to me?
Who doesn't like money?
There you go. Okay. So, what do you think needs to happen for you to get a little bit more money on your property? Do you have to stage it differently? Do you have to get more eyeballs on it? Because demand and supply works in a way that the more demand, the higher the price, right? If I could get this in front of more people, do you think the price will go up or down? Asking price.
I think any buyer coming in the market will do a market research.
Yeah.
Will go and see the past transactions that are be happening in the specific building.
Yeah.
I do agree the price will go up.
Yeah.
But that will be 5 to 10%, not a 25% appreciation.
Okay.
Maybe if you talk to me and tell me this will be the price you can get me after 3 months, this is what I can digest. I can be like, okay,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. You're right, sir. 100%. I agree with you. You're 100% right. I threw the 25% out there to get your attention because what I'm trying to do is figure out how can I compete with this agent you married to and earn your business, sir.
Oh, now that's a good one. So basically, when you do fishing,
Correct.
you
Yes.
put
The bait.
the bait.
The baits. Correct. That's it.
Fish.
Because you said right away, I'm exclusive with this guy. So I'm like, how exclusive?
Trust me, honestly, in my mind, I was like, even if you get me 10% more than what I've listed it for, I'll go with you.
Correct. Most people will.
25% is not
Your
something
your
which-
your goal is not to sell it to have an agent sell it. Your goal is to make the most money. And you can make the most money if I have 10 people interested in it. Now it can almost become like an auction thing. If that was, I'm not saying it's possible, but if that was possible, would you consider it? By the way, I'll never say, would you list with me? I'll always say, would you consider it? Would you consider it? You know, those three words, would you consider? Those are magic in sales because I make it seem like it's your idea.
So now, just to understand this in a more good way, if I am a homeowner, cold calling me,
Yeah.
I know the market value for this property is 3 million.
Yeah.
You are giving me a paid for 25%, though we are settling for 10%.
Yes.
We are settling for 10% or maybe
Bro,
5.
let's even say 5%. Yes.
5%.
Yes. Let's say 5%.
So don't you think this will take market the wrong direction? Even though I'll get the listing, I'll list the property, but I won't be able to sell it because there are 3 other properties in the market
Yeah.
which are at much better price.
No, no, no. What I'm telling him on that first call is not what's going to happen.
Okay.
What I'm trying to do is get his attention.
Okay.
When I get your attention and you start to see me as different, which I am, and I start showing you value, because it's not just selling it for the higher price. It's giving you full value. I'm there when you call. I keep up with you. I'm predictable. I can tell you, I keep up with you, right? The number one thing that makes people hesitate in sales is not knowing, uncertainty.
I agree.
That's the number one thing, right? Uncertainty. If I could show you that you could count on me always making sure you are in the know, that's way more valuable than even the price. And what does that mean? It means I call you every 4 days and I just keep in touch with you. Whether there's any interest in the property or not, whether anybody's buying it, I just call and say, hey man, so this is Paul. I'm just checking in. Nothing is happening, but I'm just checking in. I have a schedule where I call you every 4 days just to let you know I'm here. Okay. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. If I just do that for 2 weeks, I'll blow out all the other realtors because nobody's doing that. Nobody's providing that high level of service. You understand? And trust comes in when people can predict what you're going to do.
So basically, back to square one, building a relationship.
It's all that. It's all that. Now, I'm not saying I'll sell it to you for 5% more. I'm just getting your attention. When it comes time to do the numbers, I'll be like, man, so the truth is, we're not getting even 2% more. This is the price, right? I want to tell you upfront, but before we get there, I have to make you start dreaming.
Educate.
Yes, I have to make you even like start considering, is this possible? Have I not looked at this with my other agent? Could this really be happening? Right? Once I get your attention, now you know me, now you trust me, then I could be like, bro, the best we can do here is 2.5%. What I'll do is move this quickly for you. Right? So it's not, oh, I could do 25%. I'm just doing that to get your attention. Same way somebody tells you, send me the information on WhatsApp. And I go, Mansoor, you brushing me off.
Won't I, as a homeowner, lose my interest or trust on you. Day one, just for example, I had a client, giving a real life example. She bought a property from me.
Uh-huh.
7 months down the line, it's an off-plan pre-sale. She wants to sell the property. I gave her some practical numbers. Close to handover, I gave her some good numbers because it's handing over.
Uh-huh.
But uh, I had to correct the price because there were no transactions happening in that specific tower. I had to correct the price. After that, I sold it for 200,000 lesser than what I had, listed it for. She made a good amount of 35 to 40% on what she invested.
Yeah.
She's happy with that. But after she selling the property, the new buyer came in. It was the office space. He put out fit outs, renovated the property solely for 400,000 more than what he bought.
Uh-huh.
Now, my client has a question, Mansoor. You promised me 1,050,000, bought the price to 950. We sold it at 850. Irrespective of what my buy price is, you got me a good deal. I agree with that. But now, 6 months down the line, property is worth 1.3 million and property is sold for 1.3 million. I would have made that much. I said, you're looking at the wrong picture. Now, that investor took my advice, bought an unfinished property, spent some money, finished it, and he earned. So basically, the first seller, the primary seller who sold the property on handover, made money, but there's a question of trust now.
So a very good way to build trust is to give everybody worst case scenario. Everybody, right? After you've gotten their attention, so initially on the call, you only do positive things. You make big claims. If I could take it up 20%, would you consider me? It doesn't mean anything will happen around 20%, but you want to get their attention. Then when you get their attention, now they know you, they're working with you, you always want to do worst case scenario, right? Something I do in sales is I always ask the customer, what don't you like about this? I can show all the positives and I go, this is what you're going to get. And then you're also going to get this and you're also going to get this. By the way, Mansoor, what don't you like about this? Most people go, nothing. I like everything. Good.
I don't like the financing part of it.
Okay, good. Now you've picked something that you really don't like. I don't like the financing part of it. Then I go, okay, let's say nothing can change and we do this financing plan. Would it kill you? Would you like, what's the worst that could happen? You don't like it? I get it. I'm not saying we'll do it, but what if it happened like this? What if nothing changes and this was the only option you have? Would it kill you?
No. What's the worst case scenario?
Correct. Even though this financing plan is the way it is, will it stop you from moving forward?
No.
So I'm already canceling the objections that are coming up. I'm preempting the objections. This won't stop you from moving forward, would it? This won't stop you from closing up.
You are going, people go usually and go the positive way.
Yeah.
You are going the negative way.
Correct.
Ruling out all the worst scenarios, all the
Correct.
negativity.
Correct.
So there's no, in the end, for the
Yes.
closing part,
Yes.
there's no negativity left.
Exactly. Let me give you an example for some of my very good friends who are content creators. Okay, these ladies are fantastic. They make great content. As a content creator, you can go into a building and you go, we do this, this, and this, right? How important is it that you are being viewed? How important is it that your market sees you the way you want them to see you? Is this something that's of value to you? They go, yeah, well, we do this, this, and this. If we did this and you only had 300 views in the next month, would you be mad?
It's like 300 new people.
No, even just 50. If we did this and we just had 50 new views, would you hate me?
No, never.
Okay, if I
How do you
charge you, if I charge you 10,000 dirhams and we consistently give you 50 new views for the next year, would you be mad?
Depends on 50 new views every day or weekly or monthly.
Correct. Now we talk. All right. I'm going negative just so that they can think. Because in sales, when you hear somebody tell you yes, don't believe it. Yes is a yes is a lie.
Yes, it's a big lie.
Yes is a lie. And yes comes in
They don't
three
have a
forms.
yes on the paper in the form of
Correct.
signature.
Correct. And yes comes in three forms. Yes could be counterfeit, right? Shout out to Chris Voss and the Black Swan team. I train with them. Yes comes in a counterfeit form. Yes comes in like counterfeit is where I'm lying to you. You go, Paul. You want to hang out tonight? Let's go somewhere. Yeah, of course I'm gonna be there, man. I'll be there.
I don't show up.
I don't show up. When you call me in the evening, I go, I'm feeling bad. That's a bullshit yes. But when I told you, you thought it was a true yes.
Yeah.
So that's one. Yes can be confirmation. I'm just saying yes because it's what everybody's saying. Do you like tea? Yes. But I hate tea. I like coffee. Right. So those two yeses are fake. The only good yes is a commitment yes, where I say yes and I mean it. They all sound the same. So you don't know which yes you're hearing.
Yes.
Instead of that, instead of looking for yes, just go for no. No is one no.
And rule out the no.
Yes, rule out the no.
So there's no no even behind the yes. There's no no.
Yes.
There's no possibility of a no.
Yes. And it starts everywhere. It starts at the beginning of the call where I go, is now a bad time to talk? You go, no. Good. Then I start talking. Instead of me going, do you have a few minutes? Same thing with my content creator ladies. They walk into a store, a shop, or meet a client, and they go, can I tell you about my content? Flunk. You're looking for a yes. They go, it's now a bad time to talk about getting you more visibility. More visibility on all the social media. Is now a bad time to talk about it? Most people are going to be like, no, show me what you got. Now you're in. So then use that. Then when you give price, you ask them, if I charge you 10,000 every month for 1 year, would you hate this? The guy goes, yeah, I'll hate it. Okay, good. Now you know you have a price thing to play with. Versus you go, well, my price is 10,000. They can say, okay, fine. I'll get back in touch with you. You'll never see him again. You know what I'm saying? So go for no. Don't go for yes. Build your script. Yes, build your script in a way that your team and you find a way. Every time you have a yes question in your head, make it a no question, and you go further in the conversation than ever.
Just coming from that part. Okay. I rule out no. There is a yes. There is a yes. There is a yes. There is a yes. I rule out all negativity from it. But again, so we start, there is a process in sales in a cold calling.
Yeah.
There is a start, there is a mid portion, and then there is the ending called as closing. So I have gone through a lot of podcasts. People always explain the start, the mid part. Nobody has ever helped, or I have felt helpful in any podcast where people are helping in the closing.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Very good question.
Important.
The most important.
Most important.
Yes.
Any day.
And when you get into a couple of rules about closing, the most important one is once you get into closing, you can never go back to selling. Never. And closing is just asking for action.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. How do you do it now? How do you ask for action?
So basically in secondary, we need a check.
Yeah.
Until I have the check in hand,
Like money?
no closing. It's a security deposit check.
Okay.
10%.
Okay.
If you have bought a property worth 2 million or, something, you have to hand me a check. So as a broker who's brokering the deal, I will hold that check. My company will hold that check till the transaction has taken place.
Okay. So how do you do it now? How do you ask for that check?
As of now, I first, if you come to me, a buyer, you have clicked on a property link which you're interested in.
Yeah.
Now, if you like that specific property, I give you 3 options. Option 1, 2, 3. according to your requirements. I first understand your requirement.
Yeah.
When I have ruled out that you have what you want, I also do another viewing, or I ask, do you have your wife with you? Are you the decision maker? Do you like
You ask it like that? Ask that decision maker question differently, because I could lie to you. I could say, yes, I'm the decision maker. And then at the end, I go, my wife has to see this. Has that happened?
Yeah, that has happened.
Of course. It always happens. Instead of asking, are you the decision maker? Ask them, who else will be living in this property?
Okay.
They'll be like, my wife, my family. Okay, good. Are they going to be involved in the decision with you? That's yes.
Of course.
Now you know the wife is going to be the decision maker as well.
So I've had situations where the whole family has come over, looked at it, the husband has liked it, the wife has liked it.
How do you know they like it?
Negotiation, because
They tell
they
you.
come in, they don't get the expressions there allowed.
No.
The excitement.
You're assuming.
This is where
You're assuming.
keep a cupboard here, we can keep a bed here.
I like that. No, I like that. But a very good way to confirm like or dislike is to ask. We can keep a cupboard here. Yeah? Here? Why not here?
I've done that.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Done that.
Good.
So
And then they'll respond.
here,
Yeah.
I said, no, that's not the place for TV. TV should be on this wall because there's connect the current supply there.
Okay.
And your couch in this color will be
So what
amazing
happened?
here.
They changed up on you? They at the end they
No, they negotiated. They negotiated, had a final offer, was about to get a check. And then there was a third party influence. It's like, why are you going in this location? Why are you going for this specific building? Why don't you buy this? A third party who has not even owned the property,
Yeah.
who has no clue what he's talking,
Yeah.
but will come and influence the wife.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Secretly, why?
Yes. Because she's not sure.
Yes, she's not sure.
Yeah.
Why?
She's
This
confused.
is a semi-closed kitchen. Why don't you get a closed kitchen?
Yeah.
Or
You see, this is good information, Mansoor. And this is something that you could train to weed out in the discovery process, right? When you're asking the customer to tell you not just what they want, but why they want it, you could weed out any uncertainty. Let's say the lady says, I want Creek Harbor. You go, okay, Creek Harbor is beautiful, but why Creek Harbor? There are many other places that are better than Creek Harbor. Why Creek Harbor? Well, because of this, 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 this. Go 5 levels deep. Everything they tell you, check for validity. Why that? Why does that stand out? How about we just do something in Town Square? No. I really want Creek Harbor. I get it. But why? Because blah, 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 blah. Okay. Would you be okay with waiting to get it? Do we have to get it now? You want to make it, you want to close now, but you want her to confirm.
sorry to cut you there. I just want to know. For example, I want to buy in Creek Harbor.
Yeah.
I'm cross-questioning or trying to sell the client something else which they don't want.
I'm not selling it. Let's role play.
Or yeah.
Let's role play.
Okay.
So, Mansoor,
Hi.
yes, Creek Harbor, that's where you want to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get it. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful place.
I agree.
Have you bought anything at Creek Harbor before?
No, this is going to be my first property in Creek Harbor.
Yeah. Why Creek Harbor though? You can get something nicer and cheaper in JVC.
I agree, but I feel I need something around the sea, around the coastal area.
You like the water.
I like the water here.
Marina?
Marina is too expensive and it's not the time to be in Marina.
It's not?
Creek Harbor is the time which is upcoming.
Okay.
It's going to be the next downtown with coastal line. Like,
Got it. So you're looking at what's going to happen with the cap appreciation
Yes.
down the line.
yes.
Okay. If we delay this until end of this year, will it affect your decision?
Prices might go up.
What okay, pause on the thing. What am I doing right there?
Took me to JVC. I answered your question in which I answered why I want Creek Harbor.
You're confirming product.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I agree. to this, I have another question. Practically, now you and me having a mock call is different. Practically, when you talk to clients, maybe first or second call, you just agree to what they say.
No, you don't. That's the mistake everybody else does. That's the mistake all the 100,000 agents do.
Because practically, when I'm talking to a client
Yes.
who is a lead,
Yeah.
we are not at that space, or he won't give me permission.
Yeah.
And
Initially,
time,
remember in earlier on,
question him.
earlier on, I said initially, you're not talking about this. Initially, I'm just going, excellent. I want to get the listing. I'm agreeing with you. I'm trying to move you off your current agent to trust me more, right? After the listing is settled, then I'm talking to you for real. I'm checking. Look, in sales, right? You have to go through the product, the time, and the money.
That was when we were talking to a homeowner, when we are giving him a bait of 25%, going down to 10%, and then showing him the actual reality of what the market price is. And if he wants 5% more, he'll have to wait. Now, when we are talking to a buyer, when we are talking to a buyer, I am questioning him. I don't think I've had so many leads. I talked to so many people. I have closed so many deals so far. I have not. I have few personal relations with clients. I'm very close. They are my friends now. But on the first two calls, if I question them, like maybe you are questioning me or I'm questioning you, they won't. They'll get annoyed. That's what that's what I'm coming to.
I promise you they won't. By the way, before I ask any further question, I'm agreeing with you. You want Creek Harbor? Yes, I love Creek Harbor. It's a beautiful place. I could even put in a softener. A softener is something where you could say something like, I'm sorry, but, I apologize, but. So I could be like, I'm sorry if this comes off like I'm trying to push you away, because it's not. But let me just ask you this. Why not go to the marina? You said you like the beach. Creek Harbor is nice, but there are other options. Because what's happening, what I'm trying to do is when you meet that third party, you're clear about what you want.
You have ruled out all the.
You've ruled out all the other
all the
things.
worst scenarios.
Correct.
For example, a third party is coming. Why
Yes.
don't you go to marina?
Yes.
No,
What is you enclose something? You're like, no, I've already thought about this.
to Marina. I don't want to be in the crowd.
Yeah.
Creek Harbor is something very close to downtown as well.
Yeah.
I would prefer this.
In sales, we all want to shop. So I want to shop. You want to shop. The expert salespeople make you shop with them. So you move them up and you take them through the inventory and they shop with you instead of going to shop with you, her, him. The expert salesperson makes you shop with them. And the mind does this thing where the mind goes, okay, I've seen that. No, I don't like it. Then the mind moves, I've seen that. No, I don't like that. Oh, I like this one. And I like it because, like, the mind does that. You could help me, the customer, do that thing with my mind where I shop with you. And you can do it by very subtly just asking, look, Creek Harbor is the best. Honestly, I love Creek Harbor. But the truth is, there are options, right? You can use your tone with it. You can play with it. You don't have to be like policeman interrogation kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
As sweet as a kid.
There you go.
Right as a kid.
There you go.
They even they're if they're annoyed in back of their minds, they're like,
Yes.
it's okay, he's so nice to me, I can't be rude to him.
That's right. That's right. And if you're nervous about it, just use softness. If I'm talking to you and I see your facial expression change, I could be like, but so it seems like something just crossed your mind. Tell me, did something cross your mind? Are you like, I could play with it. I could be like, look, I apologize, man. You might think this is unnecessary questions, but I want to make sure that we got the right product. I know Creek Harbor is where you want to be, but how about we wait till June and see what happens? What do you think will happen? Right away, you say the price will go up. Now, I've already canceled that. Urgency. We're going to buy now. I didn't tell you the price is going to go up if you wait. You told me.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to communicate with the client. And the best way to do it is to show that you're not afraid of bringing up bad things. They'll trust you. They'll rely on you. When they go meet all the other people who are trying to sell them, oh, go here, go here. They'll be like, man, Mansoor, he wants me to buy, but he's telling me worst case scenario. You know, you would think that the deal did not work, and then 3 months later he'll call you, and you'd be like, listen, we spoke.
Even if I don't close it out,
Yeah,
I have them as a prospect for future where
Yeah.
if they want to buy anything in the real estate, I am the person who they come to.
yeah. I ask my clients that. I'm like, have you ever had a more engaging conversation like than this one? Which real estate agent have you spoken to who was more engaging? Tell me the truth, honestly. I don't have time. I'm busy. Mansoor, you brushing me off. I don't have your attention, do I? And I say it with a soft voice like that. I don't have your attention, do I? You brushing me off. No, I'm not brushing you off.
Basically, annoy the buyer. It's okay, but in a polite way.
Yes.
It doesn't be rude.
That's it. That's very well said. Annoy the buyer, but in a polite way.
Polite way.
And they'll remember you and they'll respond to you.
Rule this out.
Yes.
Cut.
Yes.
The closing will happen by itself.
Yes.
When you have ruled out a no, there's no chance of getting a no.
100%.
It's a yes. And when that's a yes, when there's no chance for no, that's yes.
Yeah.
Deal is done.
100%. 100%. What you said was a very good summary. And by the way, this is another technique that you can use. When you summarize what the buyer is thinking, the buyer will say, you're right. I mean, that's right. The buyer will say, that's right. And when the buyer says, that's right, not you're right. Your right is false. You want the buyer to say, that's right. And you can do it very well when you summarize. Like, so it seems like you want Creek Harbor because you want to be by the coastline, and you want it now because the prices will go up, and you want it now because, right? Yeah. The guy goes, yes.
I have a very good example related to Dubai. So, when you're driving in Dubai, you have these nameplates everywhere. Like this road will go to Dubai, this road is going to Abu Dhabi, this is going to Jumeirah, this is going to downtown. But still people use Waze. I think we real estate agents or salespeople, to get everybody in one umbrella are like the Waze and the Google Maps. Even though there are nameplates, we are still directing. Oh, this way, this is a shorter way.
Correct.
This is a better way.
Yeah.
There is traffic here. You can see the red patch.
100%.
Let's don't go there.
Yeah. That's why AI will never do what salespeople can do. Never.
I
Yeah.
agree.
The thing is, only the experts will be able to do it. Only the people who really know what it means to communicate perfectly.
And I believe to be an expert, need to literally take this seriously and get some proper training.
Correct.
Because I have had like few conversations with you. Every conversation with you has helped me
Yeah.
so far. I have learned a lot from it.
Thank you.
And even though no problem what kind of expert you be, you are always learning. That's what I believe.
Always. Always.
Learning.
Now imagine breaking this up into bite-sized pieces where every morning we handle the first 3 seconds in the call. And I go, team, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all I want you to handle is the first seconds. The first thing you say is the name, like a question. Mansoor? Yes, who's this? This is Paul from ABC. Good morning. Halas. Next person, you try it. John? Yes, this is James from ABC. Good morning. Next person. Just go like that around the team. Practice. Then the next day, you go to the next step. Bro, within a month, your team will be completely changed. And that's what I do with my teams.
There's one more problem that in today's day, agents are facing. I believe consistency.
Yeah.
I think this happened with me. I came over that phase.
Yeah.
I closed a few deals and I was like, I'm a master.
That's right.
I'm a master. I
It happened to me
cold
too.
call.
Yep.
I don't need to cold call.
Yeah.
People will come to me.
That's right.
And after that, after 2 months of no deals, I realized no, Mansoor, it's not what I want for myself.
It happens. Look, consistency is as simple as this. Just commit to getting to work at a certain time every day. That's the first thing about consistency. I don't care what happens. Be in the office by 9 a.m. And by the way, on time is late. So you got to be in the office like at 8:55.
To 8:30, I believe.
Yes.
Have the first cup of coffee and kickstart the day.
Commit 8:30. Just do that for the next 5 days. Then do it for the next 5 days. That's the number one step. Because the way you are with the little things is how you're going to be with the big things. If you don't sleep early, you show up late. If your house is a mess, work will be a mess. If your car is dirty, work will be dirty. Like everything is connected. Everything. If you don't make up your bed, like some people are like, I don't care about making up my bed. Okay, I make up my bed.
If they're coming to your office and if it's messy, they will judge you about that.
100% that. 100%. It all connects.
It all connects. So, Mr. All, we had an amazing conversation. We had some really good sales tips from you today. And this is just a start.
Yes.
I've always enjoyed having conversations with you regarding sales. Thank you. And in spite, Mr. Paul, you're not well. You're here with me and for me. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Habibi. It was a pleasure being here, man.
There will be part 2 for this.
We have to.
We will be in more depth and detail of how sales works.
Yes, we have to.
Stay tuned. Please like, share, and subscribe. We are going to have some amazing market experts, amazing sales experts, amazing people coming on this podcast and sharing their information, their knowledge with you.